Hey, we are starting this. I want to make sure we don't get disturbed because this is a good one today. I'm telling you, I got my little sidekick over here. Hey, Lydia, she turns 4 pretty soon in September the 4th. I think she turns 4, but that's not her at 4. That's her in about 2, if that. But Olivia, we got to hit this because we gonna share our screen. We're gonna go ahead because I want to introduce something to you. From my tool. I'm gonna look at this Federal National Mortgage. This is an OTC stock association. They trying to privatize. I think that's just the one they trying, like Fannie Mae and all them other guys. This is a stock out here. And I want you to look at this. I want you to look at it. It's a federal national mortgage association provide financial solutions for residential mortgages in the United States. The company operates through single family and multifamily segments. It involves a mortgage acquisition and securitization, credit risk management by underwriting the service standard and credit losses. I want you to read the rest of that. The company also engaged in mortgage securitization transactions such as lending, as lender swap transactions, and so on and so forth. I'm trying to get a hold of this. I'm trying to understand what this is, and you probably understand it better than me. But this is a federal national mortgage association. People always talking about socialism. You got Fannie Mae and all these guys. These guys are out here um, purchasing homes in transactions and get for poor or not even poor. Some others. You got VAs and all of that stuff. So this is what they do. And so let's go back to the view. They trade at a good value right now in the industry. I think they're about $10 now. They said fair value is $2. US value is about, no, they're about $10 today. Highly volatile. My tool also says you better buy it because if they privatize this thing, they said this is going to hit the roof. So Federal Mortgage Association report earnings, back in July 30th of the year. This is how much percentage the shareholders return on this. Right now, this week he's talking about $2, now it's $10. So the return on versus industry, this is a good price. I already showed you this piece. This is what they're about. Let's look at the share of Fannie. Yeah, right here is right here. You got Rocky Company. These are similar ones right here. Price to sell. I picked this up. I bought about 100 of them I bought it at 10 something. I think it was 11 something last I looked. We talk about past performance. They didn't have a good quality past performance, but they getting ready to say this administration getting ready to do something with this. Federal mortgage financial balance sheet. They got a mixed bag. Short-term liability, long-term. Look, they got debt level. Net debt equity ratio is considered high, but the debt equity from this, that's why they want to get rid of it. The government's going to try to get rid of this thing. Okay, they don't give dividend. Okay, management criteria. Compensation versus market. Priscilla, okay. The CEO makes about $700,000. Priscilla is the president, vice president, CFO, and this is Peter. Okay. Experience management. Okay. On May 5th, people bought some, people sold some, same person. Look at that, 8,000 shares. And most of it's earned by general public. Institutions own some, and then insider. The shares have not been diluted. You can see who's the players on this particular one. This won't be I'm trying to get all my finance because this is going to be a big run pretty soon, I think. I'm trying to scale down how many stocks I have, stock folks I have. I scaled it down a lot. LGT, all these guys is part of this Fannie Mae. All these guys right here is one of these institutions are part of this program, buying and selling. They have about 8,000 employees. I'm gonna have to look this up. I wonder were they government employees? It's a federal. What does that mean? Federal National Mortgage Association Company information. Fannie Mae. This is it. Okay. So the government, is government using their money in this thing? So I'm gonna stop sharing. No, we're gonna reshare. We're gonna go back now and go. I'm gonna show you how I pare down. I pare down a lot. Okay. This is my business side. I sent some money over from my other. That one's right now. The margin side is really lamed up. I'm gonna put everything on my business side now. I'm gonna start getting aggressive. And if you can see here, Fina, I got rid of Apple. I shouldn't have, but I only had dividends, and I had dividends only on Microsoft. Microsoft's too high, it's $500 a share. If I buy some, it'd be about 5 shares, but I don't have the bandwidth right now to buy it. I put all my eggs in almost one basket. I put it in a few baskets. This one right here, I bought 100 of them. I still got 5 GovOx, but GovOx is still it's one of these things. They're gonna shoot up. I think by the end of the year, this thing I think GovOx is gonna be it's got to be over $1. I think, you know, Nvidia. Nvidia, I bought 200. I went back and I took all my losers and I put them in Nvidia. I bought 100 more shares of Nvidia. I have 50 total 100 more shares and Nvidia. 50 on this side, 50 on my margin side, an additional 50. So I bought 100 more. And what's going on here? Nvidia right now, it went from like it's 177. It was like 173 when it started this morning. I believe 173. Now it's 177. So it's doing a lot right now. Okay. Then you got this. I went back and picked up I still like this one. This is a small one. This is like 50 cents. I got 1,000 shares. This is that Navy. They got a lot of Navy contracts. This is ocean. They're doing a lot of oceanonomics. I put this on my cash side too. This is the ocean bit of technology. They got Navy contracts. And I think this one's gonna pop. When I don't know. And then they got Palantir. I got 50 of Palantir. I didn't, when I get on the other side, I might buy 50 more. But right now I just wanted 50 of Palantir because Palantir keep going back and forth. Palantir is like 180 some, 88, and then it went back down to 154. And I said, no, I'm not gonna let Palantir right now. But they're the big boys. And then SMCI got this one, went down to 42. I keep playing with this one in and out. And then you got AT&T, you got that 100, but I bought it at 14. And now, that's just over like 26%, 22% GovOx. Um, you talking about the video is about 9%. This is how much I gained this year. Now let's look at my margin side. You see, I got a warning saying I got to get back up to $25,000. I won't do that because I'm gonna go ahead and move this stuff over into my other area, go into my business side come Monday. I'm trying to wait to after earnings, but I want it to be intact before when earnings come. So I probably transfer it, uh, Monday morning when before the market's open. Okay. Uh, so you got GovOx here again, and then you got HCMI. I just want to keep that one. And then you got NVIDIA. NVIDIA is doing what NVIDIA does. They should be about 188. They should be about 250. But I got a lot of money on this thing. Okay, so that's my big risk right there. Now let's look at all of them together. This is where we are today. It's 5 minutes to go, but I'm not gonna stay here wait for 5 minutes. 5 minutes to go. NVIDIA is winning like it always does, and then you got GovOx is the next winner, and then you have down here SMCI. So we made a little money today. We trying to backtrack because it went all the way from 80,000 down to 75,000. And it might, it's keep now it's going to 74,000 something. So yeah, I got to we're gonna make that up next week because I honestly believe NVIDIA is going to hit a stride when they announce their earnings. If they beat earnings, I still NVIDIA guy, I think it's on its way to the moon. I think it's going to go past 250. I think it's going to get about $300. I think it's going to be rivaling something like Microsoft. Microsoft is $500 a share. So if that happens, I'm just going to leave it sit. I might take 100. I'm definitely going to take 100 shares out of that because 100 shares because I got to earn a living. And if no revenue is coming in, I got to make sure that I live, try to live. But right now it's at 177. 177. So that's the big portion right there. So when revenue comes in, when you're on contract, when revenue comes in, you put it on, I'm putting more on the video. Revenue, when it comes back or if I lose it and come back, there you go. This is what I play. This is what I'm trying to get you guys into playing, the understanding this piece right here. Because right now, if you look at market value is $95,000. And you can play that. That's up and going up and down. You cannot lose in this thing. I mean, you can lose. You can lose your shirt, but you got to know how to play this game. Get in sometime and get out. But the only ones I'm not getting in and out is going to be NVIDIA because NVIDIA is known. Look at NVIDIA, 30% this year already. They didn't win over. I have 57 and 71,000 right here. If I sell all that right now, I would make $95,000. So I'm going to stop sharing. Okay, God bless you. You got to keep you, got to cause faith shine on you, give you peace. The market has not stopped. It's still got about 3 minutes to go, 2 minutes to go. But my portfolio is really tight now because we're going into September. And September, the Fed has said that he didn't say it, he didn't make anything definite, but he insinuated that it's time to cut interest rate. And if he cut interest rate, this is going to be a game changer. So September, if he do it in September, get what? That's gonna be powerful. That's gonna trigger the market again to generate more wealth. Okay. God bless you. God keep you. Call the face shine on you and give you peace. Take care. Bye bye.